What's up, Closer Nation? Man, I have got a story for you today. Actually, I've got a lesson, a fable, mind you, right? So I've always said, because I didn't have a better saying, but I've always said, matter of fact, let me just take it back. You ever heard the phrase, he who smelt it dealt it, right? When you was a little kid and your homeboy farted, he was like, who farted? Like, you did, motherfucker. We know it was you. You stink. Your ass needs an excavation. Get to the toilet, right? Like, we've all been in that situation. Like, my little toddlers do it now. It's like, who farted? Like, you did, right? Because if you smelt it, you dealt it. Well, so I didn't want to say that as an adult but that carries on in other areas of the life, not just passing gas, right? Like, hear me out. So as an adult, I started saying, he who points the blame takes the shame. You know, a lot of people say if you're pointing the finger, you got one pointed at the other person, but then you have three, right, pointed back at you. And so I say, he who points the blame holds the shame, because look, like, if you see someone doing something and it's easy for you to spot that, that's because somewhere deep inside of you, you have it as well. For example, if someone's like, he's racist, they're probably racist. If someone's like, he's not religious, they're probably not religious either. If someone's like, he didn't go to church, they probably don't like church either. If someone's like, he beats his kids, they probably beat their kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, the people that point stuff out seem to be the people that have experience, right? Because you point things out and you look for things according to how you are. So I say that because a few weeks ago, my good friend Christopher John Stubbs, he takes it to a whole different level. He just simply says, if you spot it, you got it. So I'm stealing that from Christopher John Stubbs. I'm officially taking it and saying, if you spot it, you got it. Because listen, here's the thing. When people see, let me rephrase this. We see how we are in the world. So the things that we see and the reactions that we give are reflections on our thinking and our mindset. So if we see racism everywhere, it's because we're racist. If we see haters everywhere, it's because we're a hater. If we see negativity everywhere, that's because we're negative. If we are anti-establishment and anti-freaking this and anti-that, that's because they represent something deep inside of us. If you spot it, you got it. If you're quick to say, this person's cheating, right? That's the biggest one. They say, this person's cheating on me. It's like, how did you know that? What even made you think? Like, I would never even think to accuse my significant other of cheating on me. That would never cross my mind. Like, if she could go out and stay out till midnight, 2, 3 in the morning, and I would not think, oh, who were you sleeping with? Because I don't do that, right? And guess what, though? But what happens is, in the you spot it, you got it scenario, you start spotting it on other people, and they got it too all of a sudden, right? You got it, and then all of a sudden you're giving it to them. Right? So you say, oh, she's out cheating. And the next thing you know, you keep accusing somebody of cheating over and over and over again. They're like, fuck it, I need a hall pass anyway. Right? You keep accusing somebody of lying over and over and over again. Eventually they'll lie to you. I know this with the kids. Right? With my kids, if we keep accusing them of doing something over and over again, then eventually, even in their little toddler minds, they're like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I keep getting in trouble for it anyway. I might as well experience the pleasure that I should get from doing whatever it is that I'm doing, because I'm experiencing the pain, so I might as well endure the pleasure as well. So if you spot it, you got it. So here's the thought shift, the shift for you, right? So here's the shift. If you start seeing all this stuff out there, right? If you hate politics and you start talking about people are libtards and racist right and all this other stuff, or maybe it's in your office, he cheats, his wife's top producer, or she, has, whatever it is, right? That you start seeing, just ask yourself, why do I see that? Like, what? Out of all the things to see, there's flowers blooming, there's books on the wall, there's colors everywhere, we've got the internet at our fingers, and you choose to see negative stuff like cheating, lying, hating, things like that nature, right? If you spot it, you got it. Like, what's within you that, in all the beauty that exists in the world and all the awesomeness that exists on the internet, you decide that it's all about cheating, hate, and the things that are negative, and racism and all this other stuff. What's that say about you? But what you should ask yourself if you fall in this scenario is, why am I seeing this instead of the beauty and positive and everything? Why is my mind programmed to look for things that are racist, or to look for things that are filled with hate, or to look with things that are, not accepted or that aren't accepted within me? What is it within me that keeps my inner hound dog sniffing out? That's the South talking to me, right? My inner hound dog sniffing out these things that don't bring any value to my life. Why do I keep seeing that in everybody, right? Ask yourself that, because listen, I promise you this, if you walk around looking for offense like there's a reward for it, look, all you'll do is fuck yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into the negative cyclone of the negative cycle of fucking hate and vision and hate and seeing the things that you don't like, right? Seeing the things that you're mad at. You can't walk around triggered like that. Instead, what you have to do is you have to think, like, when you see something, you're like, oh, this person is this, that, and the other, or this article is written by this, that, and the other. You say, if I spot it, I got it. What do I have, right? What is it that I got, right? Because here's what you don't have. Love is not what you got, right? I'm just breaking out song on the video today. But like, listen, seriously, you got to think. If you spot it, you got it. If you see love everywhere in the world, right? If you see awesomeness everywhere in the world, if you see positivity everywhere in the world, then that's what you spot and that's what you got. But if you see a bunch of bullshit around every corner, then look, you really need to take a look at your inner game, because if you spot it, you got it. Later, share this if you dig it. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Later, YouTube.